It seems every year I make a video about a certain tracer, and each tracer has their own backstory and future in regards to the videos produced. One tried to swindle people out of $100,000, and the other one actually stopped tracing. Today, however, the story is completely different, as unlike the two previous people I've talked about, this one has been tracing for nearly a decade. So join me, Daftpina, as we go down the rabbit hole that is Chibiirose. Chibiirose. You don't know who Chibiirose is? Well, I suppose you should get into that first. Chibiirose, a name that I often misspell, is a DeviantArt artist that has been on the platform for 8 years. She's been featured on the official Sonic YouTube channel, and even recently actor Tika Sumpter of the Sonic movie shut off her art on Twitter and Instagram, along with Nintendo Soup because of the story. However, during her art journey, she has encountered some controversy, most notably tracing, which was brought to my attention through a Twitter thread, and recent contact from a former friend of hers that wanted to remain anonymous. So first, let's go see some artwork of hers from 2015 and some artwork from now. Oops, I need to flip those. Yes, there seems to be some art degradation along the way with her 8 years on the platform. Shading has gotten lazier, the body proportions are mismanaged, and heavy tracing along with referencing went rampant. To be clear, referencing and mood boards are completely fine, but the way that Chibiirose went about it, well, that's a whole new level right there. Back in April of 2019, she was called out by iPun, a name you'll be seeing a lot from now on, for a post regarding an OC on a bench. Now, of course, all of the tweets I'm about to show you have been deleted, but thanks to a Google Doc that was made around the time, thank you to the person that sent it to me, we now have all the tweets with the dates attached. But let's continue. The first tweet shows Chibi saying, "Look, I really didn't mean for a drawing to look almost identical to another artist." Now, when taking both of these files into Photoshop and overlaying them, well, I suppose you can be the judge if it's traced or not. And then she proceeded to tweet, "How is that a copy? The pose and background and colors are different. Please leave me alone." Then she tweeted, "The more I look at it, I do see the similarities, so I'll do my best and give credit to the artist of this piece." So right there, we have a great progression of tweets to show the reaction of what not to do. Step 1. Deny everything and claim you never intended to do the bad. Step 2. Tell everyone to leave you alone and that what you did wasn't that bad. Step 3. Admit to some of the bad and hope everyone leaves you alone. Smart. A short statement by iPun was sent to the user who made the Google Doc and mentions that Chibiirose has been heavily referencing and tracing her since 2012? Then you must think to yourself, 8 years? Really? Surely no one in their right mind would trace for 8 years. Yes. And thanks to the Google Doc, we have many examples of Chibiirose doing a poor person's job of copying, to the point where you think that Chibiirose is obsessed with the artist's work. Speaking of, let's take a look at a tweet she still has up that goes back to November 11th, 2018. Artists who trace never end up becoming successful. Their art never gets attention. I suppose we proved that statement wrong with Dietus, but between the two of you, he actually bothered to learn to stop tracing and didn't even throw a hissy fit when he was caught. And bada bing, he started anew. What isn't new is something that happened in February 2020 where Chibi was caught tracing again, and being called out by iPun again in a now deleted journal, and Chibiirose responding with most of the tweets now being deleted. Dang, if only I wasn't this fast enough that I wasn't able to screenshot these tweets before she deleted most of them. But I was not fast enough to take a snapshot of the deleted journal. But luckily she made a new one. Starting off with the tweets, Chibiirose says goodbye from this account and mentions how the cyberbullying has made her feel. She also mentions that ever since last time she apologized, people keep bringing it up and going as far as mentioning that she already apologized to the artist iPun. And peculiar enough, she continues to say in one of the deleted tweets that she already apologized and showed remorse, which is a very odd thing to point out. She then caps off her tweets by mentioning that she never traced and never sold traced art. Well, I'm not sure about those two things, but maybe I'm wrong about Chibiirose. Actually, she does have video proof over on her YouTube channel that shows she can actually draw. So let's investigate and see what's going on over there. Well, in her first video, using a Bandai cam, she purposefully crops out the layers so you can't see what she's doing, as showing the layers is a nice way to prove that you actually drew what you drew and aren't just erasing over another layer pretending you're drawing by simply just erasing some white you drew over it, like I'm showing right now. And to be clear, this is not an exporting issue, as if we zoom in a little bit right there, you can see that she specifically cropped it out within the recording settings, so you can't see the layers. Moving right along to the next speed paint, if you just take a look, she's actually sketching, which is nice until about 17 seconds in when the recording stops and starts again, and she magically has the whole sketch already done. Man, I really believe you drew all that by yourself. Oh, looks like the layer issue is fixed. And the next video is the speed paint with the sketch already done. Ugh. And the last two already also have the sketches done. Ugh. But hold on. We are just looking at this as an outsider's perspective. Because words and actions are two different things, and she can say certain things and not mean them, and mean certain things and not say them. So let's get Chibiirose's and iPun's direct opinions on these matter at hand. And so I made an account on DeviantArt and DM'd both Chibiirose and iPun regarding the recent February situation. iPun responded and I had a nice little chat with her, but it ultimately ended up with her not wanting to be a part of the video, and it's completely understandable, as she mentions in her newest journal that she just wants to move on from the situation, and that if Chibiirose ever traces her again, she'll just do legal action against her. Regardless, it was nice of her to take time out of the day to talk to me, and hey, I wish her the best of luck. But what did Chibiirose say? She said, "Please don't make a video on me. I didn't trace." Well, I suppose we all know how that turns out. But in this case, the artist is actually leaving their account. I mean, kind of. She said goodbye on Twitter, but she didn't say goodbye on her Tumblr or even her page. So, she might still be in the deciding phases. Luckily, the next part of the video is all about how to move to a new account and start it from scratch, which this time around I would definitely recommend Chibiirose to do. Starting over doesn't always mean you did a no-no, as maybe you just want to start a new YouTube channel to try something else. Or make a new Twitter account to draw some fanfictions you don't want your normal followers to see. So let's guide Chibiirose, as voiced by our friend Oliver's Piece, into the journey of starting from scratch. So Chibiirose, what brings you here today?
I traced for nearly 10 years, and people won't go away.
Have you tried not tracing?
I've already apologized 3 times. I just want the haters to go away.
And the first step is to think of a new username with no words associating with your old ones.
Oh boy, my old followers would love this username.
No, you can never post again on your old profile. You already said goodbye.
Why is that?
Well, for one thing, your previous account is associated with a lot of negative aspects about you. Keeping your new profile anew separates you from the old anxieties and the old stuff from your past.
Fine. Ooh, I like this username. Shadow Dogger.
Great name. Next step is to rework your signature, so try something new.
I'll put SD. It looks fine in the other corner, I guess.
Wonderful wonderful Shadow Dogger. Yeah.
Okay, I changed my username, but can I keep my art style in OC?
You must be joking, right?
No, I love both of them, and I want to draw them more.
Well, since you burned the bridge that is your old account, you have to change it up. I mean, it's not like you actually did anything with your OC, like make an animation or even a comic. So, why worry about something you never used?
Ah, that's an eye-opener. And it's also one to whoever's watching this video.
The first thing you do to change is the face and hands. Chances are that if you just change those 2 things, most people won't really recognize you.
So how does that help me?
Well, if you change just the face and hands, you're on the easy track for people to go, huh? Wait a second, that looks like this artist. And you can just say, yeah, I saw it once before. It looked neat. And they'll go,
is that all I have to do?
well, you could learn how to properly shade and draw body proportions. I mean, after nearly a decade of tracing, I would have at least assumed you picked up anatomy.
So is that it? Change usernames, change art styles, and never reference my old account?
Yes and no. First and foremost, before anything else, You must also stop tracing and actually learn why people hated you. You must understand that after stealing someone's art for nearly 10 years, hurt them emotionally, to the point where they never wanted to draw ever again. You must take time to see that your actions have causes, and to prevent them in the future.
Do you think it will actually work?
Maybe, but only if you truly want to change and move on.
Wish me luck. Hey everyone, I made a new account.
Instead of taking time to improve her craft, make beloved characters that everyone likes, or even make a name for herself, all she did was impair her artistic journey and emotionally hurt another person. Within iPuns' most recent DeviantArt post, she details how in 2012 she first encountered Chibiirose, and again in 2016 she suffered anxiety and stress due to the heavy referencing and tracing of her work. And she nearly stopped drawing for 6 months as she panicked after each upload of her work. And throughout all of these 8 years, she get inboxes of fans telling her that Chibiirose stole again, and again, and again, and again. And this is remembering that for the longest time, iPun couldn't say anything, as she didn't want to jeopardize her professional workmanship. And at the very end of her journal, she makes it clear to Chibiirose that she never wants to be messaged again, nor wants her to use her artworks for inspiration, as she would threaten legal action. And with all that, I hope that Chibiirose can reflect on her past actions and understand how she affected others. As the best thing for her to do now is to leave her Chibiirose account and try again. Ow. Oof. This is a very tough transition to my Patreon. Joining my Patreon, you get exclusive behind-the-scenes access to uploads and whatnot, and you can contribute to polls, including what game should I play in the next live stream, which I'll be doing more of those are quite fun. Shout out to all these lovely people who are supporting my channel. You're doing a fantastic job being cool. And to keep this train rolling, you should go check out my second channel where I play video games. But if that's not up to your taste, but you like animation, go check out my friend Oliver's Piece, who voiced Chibiirose in this cartoon.
Currently, there are 8 different types of person.
Hi, Oliver. Can I have some peaches?
Huh? Oh, yeah, sure, here.
Thanks, Oliver.
Anyway, as I was saying, currently there are 8 different.
Hi, Oliver. Can I have some pizza?
So until next time, I see you on this channel. Have a